It was back to ground zero, the alleged scene where a 200 million shillings bribe was delivered back in 2014, following the script as claimed by former journalist Geoffrey Kiplagat. A Mercedes-Benz vehicle with 3 occupants pulled up at a petrol gas station along Waiyaki Way. Those inside, the driver Katwa Kigen, Geoffrey Kiplagat as the co-driver, and Justice Tunoi seated at the back. Shortly after an SUV allegedly belonging to Nairobi Governor Dr. Evans Kidero arrived at the scene and parked meters away, a man who had been seated at the front passenger side of the second car got out carrying a bag, presumably full of cash, and walked straight to the first car. The man stopped next to the driver and passed over the bag through the driver's open window, who in turn passed it to the judge seated at the back. No one in the front seat of the car was able to check or count the cash. Just like a scene from an action movie, the exchange is done in a record 3 minutes at a busy petrol station with other activities going on in the background. Mission accomplished, the SUV reverses and exits the scene, followed moments later by the Mercedes-Benz. That script, however, was immediately challenged by lawyer Fred Ngatia, representing Justice Tunoi. Ngatia, to the amazement of the tribunal, pushed for a simulation of a second theory, one reportedly offered by Kiplagat in an earlier TV interview where he claimed that the money was thrown from Kidero's into Tunoi's car.
I did not measure the distance, neither have we done it now.
The tribunal later resumed normal sittings at Anniversary Towers, where it emerged that an officer from the Chief Justice's office, one Kennedy Bidali, mysteriously acquired Kiplagat's affidavit, which chronicled his allegations a year after the former journalist had given up on the matter. Bidali would set off a chain reaction, meeting Kiplagat at Eldoret's Chief Magistrate's office, even going to the extent of withholding Kiplagat's phone for nearly 2 weeks for forensic processing.
Assuming that Bidali had not come to see you at all when you were in Eldoret, would you have read that matter? That matter to you, what you said was dead and buried. So assuming he had not come to see you in Eldoret, what would you have done?
I do not think I would have done anything.
It was an exercise to put oral submission into practicality, the simulation exercise here, to prove whether indeed money exchanged hands or otherwise. Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.